How's it going, guys? And welcome back to MoneyBagsHD. Yes, we are back in business, and guess where we are, guys? Wolverhampton Wanderers are now back in Division 3. Sorry, they're not back in Division 3. We are in Division 3. My bad. So yeah, as I said, the last episode concluded our Division 4 reign of supremacy and ended up winning the league, etc. by 3 points. I think we ended up with 95 points for that season. And now we are into Division 3 of the Super League here, guys. So what we're going to do, I've already simulated a couple, getting up to the games already, making it as quick as possible. We've got a few offers, a loan for Johnson. We're going to accept that. Jota, you're not going anywhere, man. You're on fire. You were on fire in the second half of the season. You're not going anywhere, mate. You're still young as well. So we're going to keep Jota. And I was thinking about the Patricio move, but I thought, nah, don't even worry about Patricio. So I've gone ahead and I've done some transfers already, or made some bids for some players. So we went ahead and did Dragowiski. We did not get him, unfortunately, but we did go ahead here, guys, and we've got a few offers. We've given a few offers off to Renato Sanchez. So he was someone that I was looking at last season in the Division 4, but we could not sign him up because he's in a higher division. So he's one league too high for us to grab and acquire him. So what I've done, guys, is I've just gone and I've tried to buy him in this season now because we are in a higher league. It's a minimum of, you need to be at least 2 leagues low for you to purchase someone at the highest league. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and hopefully purchase Renato Sanchez here, guys. But simulating the first game in our International Championship Cup, or whatever it is, the international friendlies where we can earn some cash. You know the drill. We're just going to simulate through them ones there, and we're going to play a pretty youthful team here, guys. So Zyro getting a goal, Zyro getting another goal, making it 2-0. Hopefully he can make it 3-0. But it looks like, and most likely will finish 2-0 for us. We do get a red card if Ilofra and Bonatini is injured. So let's go ahead and have a look and see what is happening here. A loan move we've been given to Galdon. So hopefully he goes out on loan. He's not really anything special, so might as well make a bit of cash off him. Well, we have him on the list. And now we have another offer for Bunes Rasmussen. We have tried to get rid of this guy, I don't know how many times, but he is just not going. They're just not taking him. So we're going to go ahead, guys, next game and simulate again. We've changed the squad up a little bit. Ilofra got that red card. Bonatini has been sent out of the team because he got injured. He had I think an ACL or a knee injury. I didn't put the email up there just because we got a lot of content to get through here, guys. It's 18 minutes of content, so we have to get through not really quick, but we do have to get through a lot. So I just thought, saves you the time of looking through the email saying, oh, this is boring as shit. So we're just going to get through it as quick as possible. And we ended up losing 3-1 against Augsburg in the German league. So we are now on the third on the table in that Super Cup. But here we go, guys. Renato Sanchez has accepted the offer for the wages, and we went ahead and we got we gave an offer to Newcastle United for Jamal Lascelles. I think he's an amazing defender. I think he can do a wonderful job in Division 3 for us, guys. We do need a little bit more defensive coverage now that Dendoka has gone back from the loan. Has left and gone back to his original club, which was Anderlecht. And so with this Renato Sanchez deal, I'm thinking about it. I keep thinking about it. I'm not too sure anymore because now we've got Lascelles in the mix. I just feel like it's a bit of waste. Well, not a waste of money, really. Just money that we can use on some other guys, or maybe some younger players that probably have a higher potential. So we're going to go ahead and make an offer for Ampudi, I'm pretty sure his name is. And we're also going to make another. We're going to make an offer for Hendricks. I think it was Hendricks maybe, because we do need another right back coverage. But I'm going to see how we're going to with this Hendricks move here, guys. Actually, we're going to scrap it, guys, because I thought we might as well go for him, but no. We need something else. We need a striker. And I thought, why don't we go for Calvert-Lewin? Because I think Calvert-Lewin would be a perfect replacement for Jimenez. He's very similar height. He gets around the ground probably a little bit quicker than Jimenez, probably not as strong as him, but he would be a great asset as well, just because of his availability to be playing left mid as well as striker. And we're going to go ahead and try and sign, I think his name's Dupe or Dopey. Dope? I think it might be Dope. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and sign him. He's just a cheap signing. He's overall, I think, gets up to about 83, and he's one of the best young players in the French league at the moment. And so Galden is finally gone, which is beautiful for us. Calvert-Lewin's offer of purchase has been accepted, a little bit cheaper than what he's actually originally worth. Normally worth 9.5 million, but we got him a little bit cheaper on 8.8, which is fantastic. Saving a bit of money. How can you not be happy with saving a bit of money on a good player like Calvert-Lewin? So hopefully he accepts the wages that we are going to give him. It's probably roughly about what he's going to get, maybe a little bit lower than what he gets to a little bit higher what he gets. So we're going to see what happens. And this Renato Sanchez deal, I'm still thinking about it. It's going to expire soon. And I'm probably going to reject it, guys, just because we're going to have Calvert-Lewin coming in, and hopefully we get Lascelles in, which will be so exciting for us, guys, to start off the season with two big signings originally from the Premier League, and two players that kind of already asserted themselves in the Premier League already, which is fantastic. And we have a few players on international break. That's why we've been playing the younger squad. But I thought we'd play a little bit of a more experienced squad in this last game, so we just don't choke and make it through to the next round of, or to the finals, hopefully. So we've got Legends, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, Legends. And hopefully we go ahead and win this one here. But as I said, it would be amazing if we could get two big signings to start off with Lascelles and Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin can play on the left. He can play as a striker as well. So if we ever do get any strikers injured, we have Calvert-Lewin to play that striker position. And then you have and then you might have Lozano playing on the right, and then Calvert-Lewin on the left, and then playing Imbolo as striker as well. We did forget about Imbolo there. Imbolo can be our main striker this season now that Jimenez is gone. He's not in the shadows anymore, and I think it would be really impressive for that to happen. So, as I was saying, guys, the Lascelles offer has been accepted, which is fantastic for us. He's going to be a great player for us. Only 14 million as well. So now you've got a great defense with Delit and Lascelles in that center back positions, both of them there. And then we had Holgate, but he had injured himself. I think he did a knee, so he might be out for a couple of weeks. So what we can do now is play Bolly as a right back, which would be really good because he's not a right back, sorry, he's playing as a left back, but it would be so good because he's already a good defender and he's got a decent amount of pace, which I really like as well. So that could be something that we could use in the season coming as well. And now that he's like kind of our spare defender, it's so good to have him as a spare defender as well. But what we're going to do here, guys, the offer for Dupe has been accepted, which is fantastic. Sorry, that was just my PS4 controller switching off. So yeah, the offer for Dupe has been accepted, and we're going to go ahead and put the wages through what we just did. And Matinho has got an offer. So as I said last season, really at the end of the season, we're looking to offload Matinho, but I still want to get the right price from it. I don't want to get like a lowballed price and just let him like die off kind of thing and only get like 9 mil. He's still playing, he's still in some good form, so I at least want to get at least like 10 mil or 12 mil out of him before he retires. And here we go, talking about the man himself. He goes ahead and scores for us against Ibar, which are a pretty decent team in the Spanish league, and Mur scores one as well, and that will pretty much be the end of the game, guys. That's going to finish 2-0, so we're all the way, I think, to the semi-finals now in this international cup that we're playing, and we're just going to make a few changes for the, I think it might be the final or the semi-final. Let me just, when we check it, we'll see where we are in the finals here, and see if it's the semi or the actual final. So looking ahead to the next game, we're going to make a couple of changes, and we're just going to fix the squad up a little bit, just so we can have a little bit more stability, and so we can ensure that we get that extra cash, because that extra cash is so important for a club like Wolves, especially if they're trying to make it to the EPL or Division 1, I should say, because it's so hard to have all these good teams on top of you, and they've already got the money, and they can just splash the cash whenever they want. And here we go against Leipzig, and Werner scores, but Jota goes ahead and scores, makes it an even game. Imbolo has gone down injured, he's going to come off, and Mura is going to come onto the field. Hopefully we can score in the last minute, and Martinho goes ahead and scores a late winner for us to make it 2-1. And I'm pretty sure we go into the finals now. Or that might have been just the final there. Yeah, the tournament is concluded, and well done for our tournament as well. So we get an extra 2 million, which is fantastic. And we've got an offer for Doherty. Now, this is an interesting one, guys, because last season he was such a good servant to us. But I think it might be time for him to go. I think the curtain has called Doherty. He's 27 years old. We can't get much out of him besides obviously a good 75 overall player. He's a good player, but I think it might be his time to go. And Dupe accept the wages. So we're just gonna hold on that for a moment, just till we think about getting a few other players. Because I was thinking about getting a couple other players for the next season. But look at those stats. He's got quite good overall stats, 79 acceleration, 79, and he's got quite good passing. I was just checking to see what his stats were like before we sign him up, but he's quite a good young player, so we're going to keep him, and we're going to keep rolling on. And I was thinking about signing Tammy Abraham, but I thought we've already got Calvin Lewin in Bolo, so we don't need to really worry about that. And then we're going to go for Apadu again, Padu. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name, because we did miss out on him last time. And we're also going to have another go at Dragowoski, because he didn't. The negotiation broke down in the last time we offered something. So we're going to go ahead and offer for it now. 4 to 5 mil is perfect. For Amity was 1 mil to 1.5, which should be fine. And also, I think it was the right move not getting Renato Sanchez, just because I know now we have a bit of money to spend on a few other players that probably might strengthen the team, rather than just getting that one midfielder where he might have been good, but we probably don't need him because we already have Martinho already that hasn't been sold yet. So maybe if we sell Martinho, we might get Renato Sanchez, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. But here we go. We're having a look through a few of the other players. I was looking at Bertrand Traore, but I think Diaz would be a really good signing for us. He's quite a young player. He hasn't really broken into the City lineup just as yet, but he's 72 overall. He can play that centre forward position or that cam position, as well as playing left mid. So, for example, if I ever want to make a sub, or when people are on international break, we can put Diaz on the left, which would be amazing. And we're going to go ahead and delegate for Izzy. he's from Inter Milan. I've never really seen him before, but he looks like a good young player, and he kind of has the stats to back it up as well. So we're gonna have a look for 3 mil for him, and or maybe try 2.8 or 3.8 as well. And Diaz was around about, I think, 5.5 to 7 mil. So hopefully we can sign him up as well, which would be amazing. I was looking at Den Docker again, seeing if we need another left back, but we don't. We don't need another centre back. But I was looking at a left back in Theo Hernandez, because I just love those two brothers. Theo and Lucas Hernandez, just great players, really good, hard-working defenders, and I just think he would be such a good asset to us if we could get him. But I try to get 16 mil. We only have 12 million, guys, so we're just going to go ahead and I just did the offer there, guys, and see what we come back with, because you never know, we might get an offer back. And Peru, we did get an offer back for 1.4 million. We're going to delegate that as well now, guys, and we're going to go pretty low wages, which is fantastic for us. We're just checking his wage to see if it matches up. So we're going to put a 5.5 on him, to about a 10 or 11, just so we can get him over the line. And he'll just be one of those good youth players as well for us. And what another offer for him, had him earlier in the season, last season in Division 4. We need to offload him as quick as possible, because the offers will never stop coming. And Izzy's 3 million, 3.3 has been accepted. Pretty pricey for a 70 overall player. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with Izzy. I'm thinking about getting him, but I'm not too sure, because he does have a high wage as well. His wage is 29,000 a week. And what we've done as well, guys, we've gone ahead and bought some new scouts, another scout as well. So we've got 3 scouts now scouting the areas where England, Denmark, and I think Switzerland as well, it might be. But then also we did get an offer for Dragowitzki. So hopefully we can sign up Dragowitzki as a backup keeper, because we do have Burgoyne, we do have Norris, and we do have Songrad. But I think it's really important to get Dragowitzki, because if Patricio goes out on international break, we don't really have much of a backup keeper, because especially if we're playing against good teams, we need to have a decent goalkeeper when when Patricio's away. So what we're going to do here quickly, guys, we just signed a few youth players up. We're going to go back in the next episode we've got and look through them with a monthly schedule. So I've just signed them up. I don't really use anyone besides anyone between 80 to 95 overall. That's the guys I'm pretty much looking for. But that's the team we've got here, guys. That's pretty much going to be the end of the video there, guys. So make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell button if you want to see some more content. And also make sure you're subscribing as well. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And ciao.